Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. And you had, those of you in the United States, I hope you had a really good Thanksgiving, that you learned a lot, and you're ready to kind of gear up for the next thing. So my name is Tracy Brown. Me and my team of trauma-informed dietitians provide, non-diet, nervous system health regulating nutrition counseling. And we're really glad that you're here watching this video today. And we really appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments, because it's a community, and we know that we heal in relationship. Because if diet culture has taught us anything, is that it really tries to manipulate our sense of belonging in the world. And the only way to heal from that is to be able to unglue from it, look at the function of it, and then be able to have the agency to choose, right? So this is what this channel is about, and we're here to help you along your journey. So thanks for watching. Let's just get right into it. I want to talk a little bit this week about a topic that's really, really important, because I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of people get pretty, have a lot of ambivalence and a lot of fear about letting go of dieting. And one of them is that dieting creates a container. We'll call it a psychological or a psychic container of not only how to eat, because you've been told how you should eat to be healthy, be a good person, be moral, look like a success in the world. You've got those constructs, and then you've also got just the body container, which us trauma dietitians care about so much, because we understand that our felt sense, and not only our hunger and fullness, but our felt sense, our emotions, this is in the body. And so we recognize that if you're using the body as the container to express how you're feeling about how you do or don't feel like you belong in your early environments, it's going to impact how you think and how you behave in your adult relationships and environment. So we understand how true that is and how important it is to be talking about this. So anyway, what I see that is really hard, by week, let's say 6, let's say you started to try to stop dieting a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, and you're finding that, at first you're like, this is so great, I have this freedom, I'm eating with full permission. And then you start to hit a wall if you're not prepared mentally for all the people say who've been through this and who do this as their life, is that at a certain period, you're going to hit a wall where there's no more numbness from the restricting, the binging, the graze eating, the over-exercise, all the things. You start to really, really feel what's been kept at bay maybe for decades, and that's the body container. So what's in the body container starts to get expressed, and and emotions and thoughts and dreams, all kinds of stuff starts to happen. And then people start to get like, yeah, peace out, I'm out of here, because I'm feeling a lot of emotion, I'm not losing weight, I don't feel healthier yet, and so I'm out. And none of this makes sense, and you might as well go back to dieting, because at least it makes sense, right? That I do X, I get Y, or maybe I don't get Y, but at least I look like that I'm somebody who's trying to do a good job, right? And so right there, even in some of those fears, what we're saying is, without the container of dieting, all of these emotions and sensations and the capacity and the resiliency for longer term growth, and I just don't have it. And it's not your fault that you don't have it. It's just that we have to learn as we go about making peace with food, recognizing that this isn't a program. It's not a program, it's not a challenge. This is your life we're talking about, and how you feel your feelings, how you express your feelings, what you know to be true about what your needs are, what you know you need in relationship, what kind of boundaries you need to have. Once you stop dieting or binging, you're coming kind of face to face, without knowing it, with all these unmet needs that you've never got a chance in the past to learn. And that's why it can feel so overwhelming and so seductive. Just go back to dieting. I'm not a dieter, maybe I'm coming out of really a long-term relationship having eating disorder, and it's like, well, I don't want to go to back to that hell, but I also certainly I don't really know how to do normative things like tend to myself, and it could be anything from like literally plating some food or getting groceries or staying in treatment. I can't tell you how many times the people want to bail, and I was one of those. I've talked about this, in later videos I've done many years ago about how I call myself a therapy and nutrition therapy dropout in my early 20s because, I just wanted to be normal. I didn't want to deal with all the stuff. And I just didn't want it to be a thing. And I wanted to do what I wanted to do, basically. And I was ready, but I didn't really have anybody articulate the depth at which what I was doing. I was really literally creating totally new neural pathways in my system. Getting really clear about what I needed and what I didn't, and honoring the fact that I've always felt like something was off, with like people's need to like show that they're loved and wanted and all the things via body, but I didn't know how else to do life, so I did it too. And recognizing, there is another way, I just haven't been presented. So anyway, just want to put that out there, that people like me understand that this is really loaded, what we're asking people to do when they stop dieting, because we have to have a lot of support. We have to have some containment in some kind of way. For example, that's why we teach, sometimes people need mechanical eating. Sometimes people need to do all kinds of things that have a little bit of structure to it to help them feel like it's not all or nothing. Which is one of the reasons why sometimes intuitive eating gets a really, really bad rap, is because it feels like what is being said is like, eat whatever you want when you want, it doesn't matter. And that's definitely not written anywhere. But when you don't feel like there's anything you're anchoring to, like, and if you don't really fully feel your body signals yet and you still need more time getting renourished or just getting your interoceptive awareness more clear, you need something in the middle, right? And, if you can't do that on your own, obviously you definitely need to get some support so somebody can be validating your lived experience each week with your food or movement or whatever it is you're struggling with, right? So I think that's about it. I would love to go deeper with all of these things I mentioned today, but the bottom line, in summary, is that diets create this, like, I don't really know how I feel and how to express how I'm feeling, or I don't even understand the dynamic I'm having in my system about how to be in a relationship with my food, myself, my body, because I've never been offered anything else. This is what I know, is like, be compliant, do the thing. If you have emotions that are dissonant to that, we'll just ignore that because the ends justify the means, So it's pretty intense stuff that you're being faced with when you stop dieting. But what you recognize, if you just take one thing at a time, your hunger fullness work, your negative body talk, your people-pleasing habits, whatever, you just pick a thing and you start to really unglue yourself from the belief, and unblend yourself from like being so in the emotion of all that. And you're like, okay, like the way this feels inside feels like death, but I know that it's 2020 something, whenever you're watching this video, and the bigness of how this feels isn't congruent with the reality. Is it like food is food? Some food works for us in different ways and different combinations. Everybody's different. Nobody can really tell you that. They can give you feedback about your experience and help you view it. But at the end of the day, you don't need a diet master. You don't need a guru. What you need is to learn how to understand the function of wanting to be told what to do. How come that feels, even if it's known, how come it feels safe? And then what? What's next after? Oh, you'll get more information after that. So thank you all so much for watching. This is pretty, really, really deep stuff. But I definitely want you all to have something to lean on and to hang on to as you kind of go deeper into your journey, because just stopping dieting and doing behavioral things isn't enough. We have to have a felt sense of safety. And if you're not going to have safety if you don't know how come you're feeling what you're feeling, and you need it to make some sense. Otherwise, we get reactionary. We go back to what we're used to. And then before you know it, you're back down. January's coming, and you'll be back down that rabbit hole of hell again, of like this time maybe that next diet will work. No, this isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle change. You'll hear the lies start to percolate because we need something to rationalize what we're doing when we know truly it's not right. It's just that something is missing, which is understanding that the body is a container. It holds all the unprocessed stuff. And then the dilemmas that we don't even sometimes know we have. And if we can believe that and accept that, then you can start getting more curious. Like, what is that sensation? What is that, and can I be with that? Because that doesn't feel like hunger or fullness. That's something else, but I'm not sure what that is. And then go on from there. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for all the watchers right now. I know it's a weird time of day, and you all are here, so I really appreciate you. Please pass this along to people that you know need to hear something different and deeper as well. I really appreciate you. And I guess 2 more announcements there, that we will go to a part 2 of this video on Wednesday. And then I also do I also still plan to do my continuation with the Fallacy Detective book in terms of doing the bottom down work, which is like the cognitive work, as well as, bring in these videos more of the inner felt sense work. Because if we don't do top down and bottom up, you won't have a complete experience of healing. So both have to happen. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday's video. Bye for now.